Hi, I'm Chris Pitt, creator of the Pulsor. Welcome to this third video tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how the Pulsor's graphic user interface works. Probably the first thing you'll notice about the Pulsor's edit window is that there are no knobs on the Pulsor. Why? This is because it's comfortable to turn your hand, arm and fingers in a circular motion to operate a physical knob. On the other hand, it is quite difficult to move a mouse in a circular motion. However, side to side is a very natural movement for a mouse. That's why the Pulsor has no knobs. Another important feature of the Pulsor editor window is that what you see is what you get. Everything you can edit is visible in the editor window. There are no displays or hidden menus. Okay, another thing you'll notice is that the Pulsor editor window is divided up into a number of sections. Each of these sections is colour coded and has a title top left. For instance, the pulsars are blue and orange, and the LFOs are yellow and green. I'll show you what all these sections do in later tutorials. For now, we're just going to concentrate on how to operate the editing controls. There are three types of control used in the Pulsor. Basic editors, for example LFO1 speed. Modulation editors, for example Pulsor 1 spectrum. And drop-downs, for instance keyboard mode. I'll show you how to operate each of them in turn. Firstly, we'll look at the basic editor. For the purposes of this tutorial, I've set up a very simple demo sound, which I'm going to play in a loop using the Pulsor's auto demo feature. The basic editor is used to set a simple value parameter. By way of example, we're going to look at the editor controlling envelope 1 decay. A basic editor has three sections. At the top, we have the title, which tells you what the editor does. In the middle there is the value bar, which gives a visual indication of the editor's value. At the bottom there is the value text, which tells you the exact value of the editor. Now, if I want to change the decay of this sound, I simply click on the envelope 1 decay editor and drag the mouse left or right. You'll notice that when the editor is active it is surrounded by an orange glow. You'll also notice that moving the mouse slowly allows you to make very fine adjustments to the value, and moving the mouse quickly allows you to make large adjustments. Now I'm going to show you how the modulation editor works. We'll look in detail at how the Pulsor's modulation system works in the next tutorial. A modulation editor has three sections. At the top right we have the modulation source drop-down. Here I'm going to set it to envelope 1. Notice how the spectrum of the sound is now affected by the envelope. To the top left there is a value bar, which gives you a visual indication of the amount of modulation you're using. And finally at the bottom there is the value text, which tells you the exact amount of modulation you're using. To change the modulation, I simply click on the modulation editor to the left of the source drop down and drag the mouse left or right. Note that the modulation can be set to positive or negative values. Finally, we're going to look at drop-downs. To demonstrate how a drop-down works, I shall put some LFO pitch modulation on our sound. Now, let us change the LFO waveform shape using the shape drop-down. Drop-downs have rounded ends and always show their current setting. To change the setting, simply click on the drop-down and choose the setting you want from the list. Well, that's it for this tutorial video. See you for part 4, Pulsors and Modulation, in which we'll start using the Pulsor to create real usable sounds.